Hi everyone, in this particular video we will be solving challenge number 4 for EKS Cluster Games. Name of the challenge is pod break and the statement is you are inside a vulnerable pod on a EKS cluster. Your pod service account has no permissions. Can you navigate your way to access the EKS node's privileged service account? Please be aware, due to security considerations aimed at safeguarding the CTF infrastructure, the node has restricted permissions. Okay. If we click on view permissions, we don't have any permissions. Okay, so first things first, let's see our privileges, and we don't have anything interesting here. Next thing is you can check your service account. So our service account is challenge 4. You can also try to read kubeconfig file, and you can see namespace is challenge 4, and this is the token. Okay, now if you check um, which role is being assumed, so you can check that using get caller identity. So this is the role which is being assumed. Now according to challenge statement, can you navigate your way to access EKS nodes privileged service account? Okay, so we need to get some other service account other than this challenge 4, other than this. So if you see this ARN specifically, so there is a naming convention how it is being formed. So in the first part, usually this is the cluster name and then node group and then node instance role and then the ID of the instance. So this is a, you can say, naming convention that here you will see uh, the cluster name usually, okay, when you create a cluster in AWS. Now next thing is you can, but because our service account do not have any permissions in Kubernetes, but our our assumed role may have permissions to do something else. Okay, so for that what you can do is you can use either these environment variables. You can see these credentials are configured here, or you can also use metadata API to fetch the same credentials. Okay, like this. So what I have done is I have configured these in the brute forcer, okay, permission brute forcer. So this is enumerate IAM tool. You can download it from GitHub. So what this does is it basically enumerates or brute forces the IAM permissions. Okay, just sends multiple API requests and checks whether any of those requests got a maybe 200 response. Now, according to the results of this brute forcing, I come to know like we can describe repositories and we can get authorization token. So authorization token is the token which is used by kubectl, okay, to to connect to the cluster. So let's run both of those one by one. The first one is describe repositories, and if the region is same from the previous challenges. Okay, so this runs, okay, the same output which we got in previous challenges. Now we were having permission for getting token as well. So we already know like cluster name is local CFG, which is configured in the kubeconfig file. So that's what I am using right now. And we get a token. And if we give something random here, for example test, so we get a token for everything. Okay, even if that cluster exists or not, you will be getting a token. So how to confirm like whether this is a valid cluster name or not? So for that, what you can do is you can use this command. So what is happening here is we are first of all getting the token using this AWS get token command, giving the cluster name, okay, and then running kubectl using this token with get pods. So we are basically trying to list pods in the particular cluster. So let's see first of all in local CFG get pods. So we get you must be logged into the server unauthorized. Okay. Now if we change this to something random, again test, again same error, you must be logged in to the server unauthorized. Okay. Now if we try the cluster name which we think is the correct cluster name from the uh, get caller entity output. Now let's try this one. So now you get different response. So which means this cluster name is valid, and the token which is generated from this AWS EKS get token command is able to run get pods. So now next thing is we need to see the permissions of this token, or let's run who am I on this first. Error flags cannot be something. Okay, so this is correct one. Okay, this is valid. Who am I? This is the IP address on of the compute instance where EKS or the node, and this is the challenge is the name of service account. Okay, now let's list the permissions. Instead of who am I, just replace it with auth can I minus minus list. and we can get pods, we can get secrets, we can list secrets, we can list service accounts as well. So we are interested in secrets because secret is secret. So let's try to list secrets. Get secrets. Okay, we have one secret that is named node flag. Now let's read this secret. Get secret node flag. Okay, so this is the flag basically. You can decode it. Base 64 minus D, and you can see this is the flag. Okay, that's how you can solve challenge number 4. Thank you for watching.